Yeah, y'all gonna stop coming in my live talking about this Victor dude, bro. We hooping this year. Y'all gonna see.
Alright team, today y'all gonna stop coming in my live talking about this Victor dude because we're talking about Devin Vassell today. More specifically, we're gonna tune into some comments left by Matt Bonner. Shout out to the NBA radio for getting him on the line. And you can see a little bit of it right here. He's sneaky and super athletic on both ends of the floor. And just looking at the Spurs roster, looking at the core, I think Devin Vassell has kind of gotten similar treatment like Keldon Johnson, where he's getting left out of those conversations. I think if there was someone that had to be moved, I think most people would say Devin Vassell is the odd man out. But I do think he has an important role on this team, and I think he can be extremely impactful. And like Matt Bonner says, he's going to be an important piece to San Antonio's success this season. I do believe that is true. But I do think that this is going to be a crucial season for Devin Vassell. I think he has to give us a really good year because the Spurs don't have time to waste. I think it's time you start winning. Devin Vassell is probably one of the players with the most games without ever reaching the playoffs. I think Keldon Johnson is on that list as well, and so him being left out of those conversations of being in a part of the young core, I think some of that's because he had a down season, and then also you get the new pieces like Stephon Castle, the Dylan Harpers, who fans are really excited about, and rightfully so. I mean, I'm excited about them too, but you can see why Devin Vassell has started to get overlooked or thrown into trade packages, whether that be for Kevin Durant or whatever player comes out on the market. But without wasting too much time, let's go ahead and see what Matt Bonner has to say about Devin Vassell.
One of my big keys to the Spurs' success, Devin Vassell. I think he's underrated. He's sneaky, super athletic on both ends of the floor. You just got to stay healthy, stay on the floor. When people look at their roster, they forget about him. And, he's a really good player. So I think, he gives them, a really good third scoring option that can go off and be that X factor when they need it. One of my big keys to the
Yeah, I think that's absolutely right. I mean, before we had Fox, before even we had Stephon Castle, we were looking at Devin Vassell to be that scoring option, the second scoring option. We didn't have another star next to Wemby, and we were looking for Devin Vassell to kind of take some of the pressure off Victor Wembanyama. And although that didn't work, I mean, the Spurs obviously needed some more firepower. I think Devin Vassell can be your third best scoring option on a really good team. Now, on a championship team, I don't know. I don't think I can say that yet. We're going to have to see them at least in the playoffs before we can confidently say he can be a third best scorer on a championship team. And most importantly, we got to win some games. But one thing that's very interesting is obviously Devin Vassell is good at basketball. I mean, look at the contract extension he got. The Spurs believe in him. I believe in Devin Vassell. But when you look at this Spurs roster, the fact that your third best scoring option can take over a game, and obviously he doesn't do that consistently, but he has the potential to give you a game like his career high against the Lakers, or where he dropped 36 or 37. I think he dropped 37 against the Nets, but 36 against the Lakers. He can just have scoring explosions. And there will be a couple games this upcoming season where he completely shifts the momentum of the game and then takes over and could lead us to a win just by his scoring. The fact that we have that type of player as our third scoring option, I think that goes to show you how deep this team is, how skilled this team is, and how exciting they could be this upcoming season. I actually think Matt Bonner is pretty spot on with calling Devin Vassell an X factor. You can really call a lot of guys X factors on the team, but I think Devin Vassell definitely has a lot of say whether the Spurs are a successful team this season. Obviously, you have your two stars, but Devin Vassell can absolutely take this team to the next level if he comes out ready to play. And taking a look at his stats, we know he had the down season, only averaging 16 points per game, which is down 3 points from the season before. 3-point percentage was down, free throw percentage was down by 1%, and 79% is actually not as good as I thought it would be for a shooter like Devin Vassell. He doesn't get to the line much, so when he does, he should be converting, so I'll be looking to see if that rises next season. Assists were down, but I don't think we're going to be looking for Devin Vassell to be that playmaker that we were before we got Fox. I mean, we even got Dylan Harper and Stephon Castle, so we're not going to be needing Devin Vassell to throw dimes. I don't think he's ever going to have another year with 4 assists. He took 2 less field goals, and one of the things that would frustrate me about Devin Vassell is we know that he has the skill to be a good NBA player. I think my biggest frustration was with him being too passive at times. We needed him to assert himself and be a focal point of the offense and score a lot of points. But there were just times where we'd see him just disappear, or he would pass up shots and swing it to Champagny in the corner. And that's not a shot at Julian Champagny, but I'm just saying that to say that we needed Devin Vassell to take more shots and be more aggressive, get to the basket a little bit more, because I think when he does those things, it puts pressure on the defense, but it also opens up people like a Julian Champagny, like a Keldon Johnson. And so one of the things I'm going to be looking for this upcoming season from Devin Vassell is assertiveness and just less of becoming passive. I think with the player as skilled as Devin Vassell, you want them to be confident and you want them to shoot the ball. So confidence is definitely key for this upcoming season with Devin Vassell, because there's no doubt that he has the skills. And so for a stat prediction, I actually don't mind 16 points per game. I think that would probably be the same next season, because you do have Fox, you have Stephon Castle, Dylan Harper, you got a lot of bucket getters. But if we could see his 3-point percentage rise, I mean, there are so many threats on the court, like I was just saying. So he's going to get some more open shots. He does take a lot of difficult shots. So I think if you got Fox and Wemby out there, he's going to see a lot more open looks than what we were used to, because teams will kind of just play us like, you got to stop Wemby, you got to stop Devin Vassell, and that's it. But now we have way more weapons. So I'll be looking for 3-point percentage to go up, probably like 38, 39% from 3. But ultimately, I think we're in a good spot. This is going to be a good season to evaluate the talent around Victor Wembanyama and De'Aaron Fox. So I think we're going to have to take a good look at Devin Vassell this upcoming season. But nonetheless, I believe in him, and I think he has the skills to be a good, solid third option. But with that being said, y'all leave y'all's comments down below. Drop a like as always, and subscribe to Spurs Spotlight. Until next time, it has been your boy Chris, and I will catch y'all later. I'm out.